Good morning, students. In this lecture, we are going to discuss some more examples of semigroup. Okay. So, our first example is here we consider the integer n greater than or equal to 2 and some integer m belongs to n. Let m cross n z denote the set of all m cross n matrices over z. Then m cross n z plus is semigroup where plus is usual matrix addition. What is our aim? Our aim is to show that m cross n z is a semigroup. That is the set of all m cross n matrices with element from the set of integers. Okay. So, since it is not known that every matrix addition, that is matrix addition of matrices, is associative, as well as if we consider zero matrix from the set of all m cross n matrices, then it will a plus 0 matrix is equal to a. Okay. So, this is also monoid. So, how we can write? So, here m cross n z is equal to set of all a I j m cross n. We can use different notation at this place. Okay. I have used this notation a I j m cross n. This is the m cross n matrix where a I j are the element of ith row and jth column. Okay. And a I j belongs to z. I running from j to 1 to m, j running from 1 to n. Okay. So, now consider two matrices. How we can write set of all this matrix? Okay, in this way. Now, set of all matrices, consider two matrices a and b. A is equal to aij, b is equal to bij. Now, the matrix addition a plus b is equal to aij plus bij. Here it is m cross n, here it is also m cross n. So, the matrix addition is just simple as addition of particular two element, corresponding element. Okay, you know this very well. Okay. So, now next, then it is known that matrix addition is associative. That is a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c for all a b c belongs to set of all m cross n matrices where the elements are from the set of integers. Okay. So, you should verify this, that is matrix addition is associative for three different matrices. Okay. So, matrix addition is associative. So, our definition of semigroup is non-empty set with associative binary operation. Here binary operation is matrix addition, that is associative. So, m cross n z with binary operation matrix addition is semigroup. Okay. Now, it is also known that for two matrices a and b belongs to this set, a plus b is equal to b plus a. Okay. So, that means matrix addition is commutative. Okay. So, this is commutative semigroup. Okay. Now, for the zero matrix, 0 belongs to m, that is 0 m cross n is equal to m cross n, here m cross n. A plus 0 m cross n, 0 m cross n plus a is equal to a. When we add 0 matrix in any other matrix, we get the same answer. Okay. So, 0 matrix work as the identity element for m cross n z. Okay. So, this semigroup is commutative as well as zero matrix is the identity element contained is this in this semigroup. So, this semigroup is with identity, so it is monoid. Okay. So, in this example we have discussed that if we have given any set of all m cross n matrices with the element from the set of all integers, then this set is semigroup with binary operation matrix addition, as well as matrix addition is commutative, so it is also commutative semigroup, and zero matrix work as an identity. So we can say that this set with binary operation matrix addition is monoid. Okay. Now next, let us see the next example. In this example, we have considered set of all M n cross n matrices. Now in next example, we have considered set of all square matrices. Okay, let us see. Let n be the positive integer and n greater than equal to 2. Okay. Then M n z, that is set of all n cross n matrices with the element from the set of all integer. Okay. The denote the set of all n cross n matrices over Z. Okay, that means the element of the matrices we will consider only integers. Okay, not real number, not rational number. So then it is known that multiplication of square matrices is associative. You should verify it. You can check the proof of this in the internet. Okay, that is the multiplication of square matrices is associative. That is A multiplied with B multiplied with C is equal to AB into C. Okay, multiplication of matrices satisfies associative property. You can check it out in internet. Okay, so multiplication of two matrices is associative. So this set of square matrices is a semigroup with binary operation multiplication of matrices. Now if we consider identity matrix means all diagonal elements are 1 and all other elements are 0. Okay, we have considered square matrices, and in square matrices if all diagonal elements are 1 and all other elements are 0, then it is called the identity matrix. So if I is n cross n identity matrix from M and Z, then now if we multiplied any matrix with identity matrix, then we get the same matrix A. Okay, so multiplied A by I or IA or is equal to AI is equal to A. That is I is identity element for M and Z. Okay, for our semigroup identity matrix is our identity element. Okay, both are same, but we are considering as a semigroup, so we have choose I as a identity element because it is identity matrix, and for identity every identity matrix satisfy this property. Okay, every matrix of this set satisfies this equation. That is, when we multiplied any matrix with identity matrix, we get the same matrix. Okay, so I work as a identity element. So it is known that what we have done, matrix multiplication is associative. Then after we have shown that there is identity element in this semigroup. Okay, multiplication is associative, so this is the semigroup. Then after we have shown that there exists identity element in this semigroup, so it is monoid. Okay, now we saw that this semigroup is not commutative. Okay, since it is known that multiplication of two matrices is not commutative, if we consider two different matrices, then the multiplication of these two matrices is not commutative. That is, AB does not equal to BA for all AB belongs to M and Z. Okay, for all matrices this is not true. In some case, if we consider one matrix as an identity matrix, then it is true, but for all matrices this is not true. Okay, you should find two examples to show that multiplication of matrices is not a commutative. This is your assignment. Okay, you should give example of A 3 cross 3 and B 3 cross 3 matrices such that AB does not equal to BA. Okay, you have to consider two matrices A and B. Then after you have to find AB, and then after you find BA, and then show that AB does not equal to BA. This is your assignment. So you have to find two matrices such that AB does not equal to BA. This is for your assignment. From this we can say that multiplication of two matrices is not commutative in general. Okay, for some matrices, there are some matrices for which AB is equal to BA. This example is for the identity matrices, but in general it is not true. Okay, so set of all square matrices with the set of all square matrices over Z with binary operation multiplication is semigroup. Okay, also there is a identity matrix which work as a identity element for this semigroup. So this set is also monoid, but this is not commutative. Okay, multiplication is not commutative, so this is not commutative semigroup. So we have discussed two examples of set of matrices. Okay, now let us see the example for the power set. Example number 3 is, we have given power set of particular set A, and binary operation is subtraction of two sets. Then our aim is to show that this set need not to be a semigroup. Okay, that is, subtraction of two sets is not an associative binary operation. Okay, so in particular we have to show that subtraction is not associative. For that we have considered example. We have considered set A is equal to set of number 1, 2 and 3. Now power set of A means the set of all subsets of set A. That is, first is 5 as well as singleton 1, singleton 2, singleton 3, singleton 1, 2, singleton 1, 3, singleton 2, 3, singleton, not singleton, singleton 1, singleton 2, singleton 3, then after set of 1, 2, set of 1, 3, set of 2, 3 and set A itself. Okay, so this is the power set of A containing total 8 elements. Now we consider 3 arbitrary elements from this set. Okay, we have considered A1 is equal to set 1, 2, A2 is equal to set 2, 3 and A3 is equal to set 1. Okay, now how we define subtraction? Subtraction is defined as A minus B is equal to, this can be written in both way. Okay, so A minus B is equal to A minus B, set of elements that are in A but not in B. Okay, we have to consider the element that are in A. Okay, સેટ A માં હોય પણ સેટ B માં ન હોવા જોઈએ એવા એલિમેન્ટ આપણે કન્સિડર કરવાના. સો A1 minus A2 minus A3 is equal to A1 minus A2. સેટ A માં હોય પણ સેટ A1 માં હોય પણ સેટ A2 માં ન હોય એવા એલિમેન્ટ. સેટ A1 માં ક્યાં છે 1 અને 2 છે. ઓકે, હવે A2 માં ન હોવા જોઈએ તો કે 1 A2 માં છે તો કે નથી, તો 1 તો આવશે. ઓકે, નાવ 2 છે A2 માં, ઓકે યસ, તો 2 છે A2 માં તો 2 આવશે નહીં. ઓકે, તો A1 minus A2 will gives singleton 1 minus A3 is our singleton 1. So 1 minus 1 is equal to singleton 1 minus singleton 1 is equal to empty set. Okay, similarly A2 minus A3 is equal to, what is A2? 2, 3 minus 1. Okay, that is the elements that are in A2, elements that are in A2 but not in A3. Okay, so elements are in A2 are 2 and 3, both 2 and 3 are not in A3, so we get the same answer 2 3. Okay. So A2 minus A3 is equal to 2, 3. Now A1 minus A2 minus A3. A1 is 1, 2. A minus A3, A2 minus A3 is 2, 3. So that is the elements that are in A1 but not in A2 minus A3. These are now the elements in A1 are 1 and 2, and the elements in A2 minus A3 is 2 and 3. Okay, so there is only one common element, 2. So we removed 2 from the set A1. So we get the answer singleton 1. Okay, so here A1 minus A2 minus A3 is equal to 5. Here A1 minus A2 minus A3 is equal to singleton 1. So these both are not same. Okay, both of this set are not same. So associative property is not satisfied. Associative property is not satisfied. This implies that power set of A with binary operation subtraction need not to be a semigroup. Okay, you can choose any three subset from this power set of A to show associativity does not holds. Okay, there is a freedom to choose any A1, A2 or A3. We have choose particular set 1, 2, 2, 3 and singleton 1. You can choose 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3. Okay, all these three singleton. So this is up to you to what you want to choose. Okay. Now next is the symmetric difference. Let us see. Example number 4. Our set is power set of X and our binary operation is symmetric difference of two sets, where Px is power set of X and delta is the symmetric difference defined as follow. Okay. Now symmetric difference. How we can define symmetric difference? For two sets AB belongs to X, A delta B. This is delta. Okay, A delta B is equal to A minus B union B minus A. This is the formula number 1. Similarly, from this formula we can derive A delta B is equal to A union B minus A intersection B. Similarly, A delta B is equal to A intersection B complement union A complement intersection B. Okay. Fourth formula is A delta B is equal to A union B intersection A complement union B complement. All these 4 formulas are for the symmetric difference. You can derive each formula from another formula. Okay. Now A delta B complement is given by A delta B complement is equal to A union B complement intersection A complement union B. Okay. How we can derive this formula? Consider A delta B complement is equal to, we use this definition, A delta B is equal to A intersection B complement union A complement intersection B and again complement. Now we apply De Morgan's law, okay, for the set theory. This is A intersection B complement and this complement. A intersection, first we apply complement on this set. Okay, here there is union, so we get the intersection. Then after we apply complement on this set, so we get the A intersection B complement whole bracket complement union converted into intersection A complement intersection B and all this set complement. Okay, now again we apply De Morgan's law. We get A complement intersection converted into union and B complement and again complement is equal to B. Now here it is intersection, A complement નો complement શું થાય A, intersection નું શું થઈ જશે union અને B complement. So we get the answer A delta B complement is equal to A union B complement intersection A complement union B. Okay, we use all this formula to show that symmetric difference is associative. Okay, so let us consider three set A, B, C belongs to power set of X. Here it is power set. Okay, now we saw that A delta B delta C is equal to A delta B delta C. Okay, so A delta B delta C. First we use the definition number 3. A union B intersection A complement union B complement. So consider A delta B as the first set and C as the second set. So according to our this definition number 3, we get A delta B union C intersection first set complement and second set complement. That is A delta B complement union our second set is C complement. Okay. Now again in this we apply definition number 3 again. Okay. So we get A union B, this bracket, for this bracket A union B intersection A complement union B complement union C. Now this intersection is here. A delta B complement we have derived. Okay. A complement union B intersection A union B complement bracket over and union C complement. Okay. Now what we get here? Here we get A union B union C. A union B union C. Then here it is intersection, so intersection A complement union B complement union C. A complement union B complement union C. This is from the set theory. Now again this bracket completed. Here it is intersection A complement union B union C complement. Okay. Then after we get here it is intersection A union B complement union C complement. Okay, this bracket is over. So we get A delta B delta C is equal to what we get? A union B union C intersection A complement union B complement union C intersection A complement union B union C complement intersection A union B complement union C complement. We can neglect this bracket. Okay, this curly bracket, remove this curly bracket, we get A union B union C intersection A complement union B complement union C intersection A complement union B union C complement intersection A union B complement union C. This is, what is this? This is the A delta B delta C. Okay, this is formula for A delta B delta C. Now our aim is to show that A delta B delta C is equal to A delta B delta C. We want to prove associative group. So here A delta B delta C is equal to first element, first set as it is union first set union second set union third set. Okay, an intersection with the complement of first set, complement of second set and third set as it is. Intersection complement of first union second set as it is and complement of third. Intersection first set as it is, complement of second set union complement of third set. So now set sum. Now we want to find A delta B delta C. So first we find B delta C delta A. Okay, we want to take here B delta C delta A. So our first set will be B, second set will be C, third set will be A. Okay, આપણે આ ફોર્મને આ ફોર્મમાં કન્વર્ટ કરવાનું છે. તો એના માટે પહેલાં આવું ફોર્મ આપણે લઈ આવી. આપણી પાસે આ માટેનો ફોર્મ્યુલા છે. તો યુનિયન છે એ બધા કેવા છે? કોમ્યુટેટિવ છે. યુનિયન ઇઝ કોમ્યુટેટિવ. સો અંદરો અંદર આપણે ઇન્ટરચેન્જ કરી શકીએ. ઓકે, તો બી ડેલ્ટા સી ડેલ્ટા એ આપણે આ ટાઈપનું લઈ આવું છે. તો આ ફોર્મ્યુલા છે એના ઉપરથી અહીંયા બી ડેલ્ટા સી ડેલ્ટા એ લઈ આવું છે. તો પહેલાં શું લખશું? ફર્સ્ટ યુનિયન સેકન્ડ, that is C union third. Okay, now complement of first, complement of second, union third as it is. Okay, so we will find B complement union C complement union A, B complement union C complement union A. This set will get here. Okay, first set આ પ્રમાણે મળી ગયો. આ સેટને આપણે રિફોર્મ કરી અને કયા ફોર્મમાં લખેલો? B complement union C complement union A. ઓકે, હવે થર્ડ ફોર્મ્યુલામાં કેવું છે? ફર્સ્ટ કોમ્પ્લિમેન્ટ યુનિયન સેકન્ડ એઝ ઇટ ઇઝ યુનિયન થર્ડ કોમ્પ્લિમેન્ટ, that is B complement union C union A complement. Okay, so B complement union C union A complement. Okay, then after last is A union B complement union C complement, that is first as it is and last two consider the complement of last two. Okay, so first as it is B as it is union C complement union A complement. So this is from here B union C complement union A complement. Okay, એટલે કે આપણને A delta B delta C નું ફોર્મ્યુલા મળેલું હતું. We have find formula for A delta B delta C. From this formula we use the commutative property of union when we obtain this formula, and this is the formula for the B delta C delta A. Okay, now there is only one thing remain. Now if we show that symmetric difference is commutative, then we are done. Okay, so now we show that symmetric difference is commutative. For that, let A delta B is equal to A minus B union B minus A. Now union is commutative, so B minus A union A minus B we can write. Okay, so B minus A union A minus B is equal to B delta A. That is symmetric difference is commutative. So we get A delta B delta C is equal to B delta C. From here A delta B delta C is equal to B delta C delta A. Now it is commutative, so we get A delta B delta C. Okay, so we shows that symmetric difference satisfies associative property as well as it is commutative from here. Okay, so power set of X with symmetric difference is commutative semigroup. Now if we consider empty set phi belongs to power set of X, then we have A symmetric difference with phi is equal to A minus phi union phi minus A. Now A minus phi is equal to A union phi minus A is equal to phi. So we get the same answer is equal to A. We get the same set. Okay, this is equal to phi delta A because symmetric difference is commutative. So our phi will work as the identity element for this set. Okay, so phi is the identity element for power set of X. This implies that phi is the identity element, okay, for the power set. This implies that power set of X with binary operation symmetric difference is monoid. Okay, so in this lecture we have discussed the 4 examples of the semigroup. First two are for the set of matrices and second two are for the power set of X. In third example we have discussed subtraction is not associative binary operation, and in fourth we have discussed symmetric difference is associative as well as commutative, and phi work as the identity element for the power set of X with symmetric difference. Okay, so this set will become monoid as well as commutative semigroup. So this is enough for this lecture. We will discuss some new topics in the next lecture. Thank you.